Ili kuwa na afya bora na familia unayoweza kumudu, lazima kujipanga. Na kujipanga huku ni kuweka mikakati ya ukubwa wa familia yako. Kenya imepiga hatua kubwa katika mpango wa upangaji uzazi. Ufanisi huu umeelezwa kufaulu miongoni mwa wanandoa ambao wameelezwa kukumbatia njia za kisasa za upangaji uzazi.
The National Council for Population and Development started the family planning journey 40 years ago. That was in 1982, when the late President Moi was told that the population of Kenya was growing at a fast rate, that the resources could not sustain it. At that time, the women were giving birth to an average of 8 children per woman. So as we commemorate this day, let's reflect. In the 1960s, and to be specific, in 1967, the family planning program started in Kenya, and it was to address the issues of high maternal mortality, high number of children per woman, and the increased burden on our resources at the time. However, the support for family planning went down. HIV came, and we all concentrated on HIV and forgot that family planning program needed to be addressed. So our mantra that we always say is the health of the mother and the child should always be taken into consideration when we are talking about family planning.
Kenya imeadhimisha siku ya upangaji uzazi duniani, na katika kaunti ya Nakuru maadhimisho haya yamefanyika kwenye hospitali ya umma ya Langalanga viungani mwa jiji la Nakuru.
This is an event we celebrate every year, and is an event to create awareness on the importance of planning the family. We are not about to control the number of children a person should have. It's voluntary, but it's an option to allow our population to know that population growth and economic growth have to be moving in tandem, so that we can have a healthier, socially capable and economically strong families. The family is the unit of the nation, you know that, before you come to community. And therefore what happens at the family is replicated at the national level through the community and through the counties. So today we are happy to have been hosted, and we are grateful by the Nakuru County government for this occasion. And therefore the message is there are enough options for you to space your children, for you to plan your children. Because if the mother also gets a child every year, that compromises the health of the mother and the health of the child. The mother requires a minimum of 2 to 3 years for her condition to come back to the pre-pregnancy state, so that she can take another pregnancy in a healthy manner. The child who breastfeeds needs to breastfeed for 2 years, or if he breastfeeds less than 6 months, that child becomes a child who will be going to hospital every now and then. And therefore, to cut on all these costs, spacing the pregnancy and making sure that the pregnancy that comes is a pregnancy that's planned and that is wanted.
And also the man gets an opportunity to get more resources, or enough resources to be able to support that household. So in addition, we are also saying that should a man choose to have many children, that is an option as well. Tusemi tunasema mtu afanye ile anataka kufanya with a lot of information. If you want 2 children, if you want 3, if you want 4 or 5, the option is there. You make the decision, know what is best for you, the best, so that your child is fully healthy, they get the required immunization, the mother fully recovers, and the man also is able to fully provide for the family.
And you know also the complications that come out of unplanned pregnancy or unwanted pregnancy. We cannot go into the social ills of that. But if a child is planned and wanted, there will be love, there will be proper planning for the life, from education all the way to realizing the potential.
In Kenya, we are particularly excited because of the advancements we have seen in contraception. We have seen increased use of contraception across. If you compare 10 years from now to date, there has been improvement. However, we are saying there's still much more that needs to be done.
Kulingana na takwimu, idadi kubwa ya Wakenya ni wa umri ambao usipodhibitiwa, basi idadi ya raia itaongezeka kwa kasi mno.
As a nation, we're a very young nation as population structure, and our youths and our adolescents are very high in proportionality. More than 70% of our population are under 35 years, which means it's a very productive, fertile population. And if we don't manage to help them manage their population under their plans, so many girls will be out of school, so many boys will be on the streets. As it is now, we are already struggling with a lot of unemployment and a lot of expenses in terms of education. And therefore, that's why you saw the National Council for Population and Development. We have a policy and we have a board and a saga which helps government plan its procedures and its economic growth plus population management. So we are not saying it is a must, it is a voluntary, and it's a number of children that you can actually manage to take care of through the corridor of education and all the way to realize their potential so that every citizen becomes a useful, beneficial citizen to the nation.
Mwanamke ni kiungo muhimu katika jamii na pia ana mchango mkubwa sana katika maendeleo ya familia na taifa kwa jumla. Anachohitaji ni kupewa nafasi.
Contraception helps families attain their ideal family size. Further, contraception can be a blue chip for the attainment of the global development agenda.
Upangaji wa uzazi inasaidia uchumi kwa mambo mengi. Kwa sababu when a woman has been able to space her pregnancies, she's able to deliver and actually go back to work if she's working and support the growth of the economy. When a woman is empowered, the whole community is fully empowered. If she has a business nearby, wherever she lives, she's able to go back to work and continue earning more resources for the household. Also for the man as well, they are able to focus because they are balanced. Even the man, wherever he is able to focus in his job and really contribute towards the growth of this economy because hana mtu anamsumbua, either the woman or the child. Because again, if you have many children, pia utasumbuka, it gets to you because you are not able to fully meet all your obligations, which is very crucial.
Tamaduni zetu je, zina mtazamo gani kuhusu mjadala mzima wa upangaji uzazi?
Sometimes back we used to take contraception as something which is a taboo in our culture. People don't talk in their families. They don't even want to hear their children talking about the contraceptives. But it is very important that we take this one very seriously because the population is growing at a very faster rate, where as the population grows, there will be explosion, there will be need for employment, there will be need for food, there will be need schools, expansions of schools. So the population will overtake the economic growth of our country or economic development of our country. So we need to tell the people the truth on how to take care on to reduce the population growth so that they minimize the growth of population instead of getting the children whom they cannot be able to take care of. We need to take care of to get the children we are able to take care of. In short, every pregnancy should be a wanted pregnancy, not a pregnancy which is unfortunate, but we need a pregnancy which is wanted, a child which is wanted, and so that the government can be able to plan for the growing population.
Injections, wale wanapenda kudungwa sindano, hata hiyo iko. It stays for longer, for up to 3 months. Implants as well, intrauterine devices, and many options, including for the men. Vasectomy is also an option. And we encourage the men to also take that up as a key option. Mambo ni matatu. Na kwa hizi mambo matatu tunasema, we want to get to zero. And as we get to zero, we are saying 0 teenage pregnancies. Under 0 teenage pregnancies, we know that teenagers form up to 35% of our population, and we want the teenagers also to have options. Number 1, the preferred option is to abstain.
Na hapa ndipo mjadala moto upo, matineja.
Kusema ukweli tuko na changamoto na huwa tunaongea sana na watoto, sana wa umri huu mdogo, teenagers, kwa sababu hao ndio tuko na shida na wao sana. It is true kuna challenge kwamba there is a lot of teenage pregnancy, but hatuna budi kuongea na wao kama family. You as a father, you as a mother, hatuna options. Kwanza sisi we are lucky because we are a new generation ya young fathers who are at least educated. Na mimi ninasema kwamba masomo ni kitu muhimu. Tuko na challenge pale kijijini, unakuta wazazi ambao hawajaenda shule ndio wako na changamoto kubwa sana. Even in our country, angalia tu vizuri, wale wazazi ambao hawajaenda shule ndio utapata watoto wao wako na challenge kubwa, familia yao ni kubwa, hawawezi kubeba mzigo huo wote. But we tuna emphasize sana masomo. You know, when you go to class, at least you are able to think and you are able to differentiate between things here and there. So sisi huongea na watoto, tunaongea na jamii kwa ujumla, na tunawaeleza importance ya kukaa very safe wakati ambapo wako shuleni, kwa sababu mambo mingi hutokea na challenges ziko. Hii dunia tunaishi na challenges lazima zikuwepo, na zikitokea it is either you fall on the wrong hands ama you be safe on the safe side. So sisi tunaongea na watoto wetu, na hiyo tumeiweka mstari wa mbele. Yes.
Kila jambo lina changamoto zake. Vipi wanaotumia dawa za upangaji uzazi kiholela? Je, wanajiweka kwenye hatari au la?
Emergency pills, just as it says, should only be used in terms of emergencies. So this is recommended for use in case of rape, and after rape, when women are referred to facilities, that is what they are given. However, it has been misused in the community, where we are seeing young girls or women utilize or take emergency pills over and over, and this interferes with your reproductive system, because it's not a long-term method. Therefore, the recommendation is that women, girls, and even boys are very well educated not to keep misusing the pills, because the more you misuse them, they become less effective. You won't be able, next time you use it, it will not be as effective as it was in the first time. Therefore, the recommendation is stop using emergency pills often. Use longer term, either shorter term methods, shorter term being at least 3 months, or long term methods for 2 to 5 years.
Kama jina lilivyo, uzazi wa mpango unalenga walio katika familia. Usiende mbali, tunarejea na mazungumzo zaidi, upangaji uzazi. Yetu.